Advanced objection cycle. When I learned this, I truly, truly, truly felt like I could go into any demo and close. And I was at a point in my Cutco career where I had increased my average order size to 750. I had taken it from 340 to 750. And at this part of my career as a sales rep was when I really started to connect the dots between I don't need to just work more hours to sell more knives. I can learn a skill, practice a skill, harness a skill, role play a skill, and if I use that on my appointments, I'll start selling more, therefore I'll start making more. And so I learned this in 2020 through being really intentional about wanting to increase my average order size. And one of the messages that I came across was high level, basically objection handling. And interesting enough, it was a conference that I had attended in person. I remember listening to the message, but there was so much information at that conference that I got. And I remember thinking, man, I got to get better at this, but I hadn't gotten better at it. And then I rewatched the message on Vector Connect. I scripted it out. I practiced it. And then I used it on my next demo and it worked. And then it just kind of became a staple in my demo. And I used it quite a bit. And I closed a lot of deals. Yeah, I think my average closing percentage went up, but then my average order size definitely went up as well. And I used this when, and you guys should be able to relate to this. You do a demo, customer sees the value in Cutco, they know they want it, but they're just not wanting to pull the trigger. Like, you guys ever have a demo like that where they're like close, but they just need, a lot of the times customers just need that little extra oomph to get them over the edge to go, fine, I'll get it today, right? And so let me give you the bullet points. I'm just going to do it for you guys. Then we're going to get ready for the team meeting. I'm recording this right now. So if you want to script it yourself and then add it to your training manual, you can do this. Okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, and I'm a little rusty. So if you want the actual message on Vector Connect, it's handling objections by Matt Graves, net 19. So Matt Graves, net 19, handling objections. Okay. So here are the bullet points. Number 1 is listen, slow down, equals confidence. That's the first bullet point. The second bullet point is I totally understand and get where you're coming from. The third bullet point is, can I ask you to be totally honest with me? The fourth bullet point is get 2 yeses from the customer. Get them to say yes twice. And then the fifth bullet point is scale from 1 to 10. So you get your customers to give you a scale from 1 to 10. And then, sorry, there's another bullet point as I'm going through it. I'm thinking of it right now. There's the super turbocharged deal. Yeah. Super turbocharged deal. There's 7. There's going to be one more after this. Super turbocharged deal. Would you consider it? The 7th bullet point is, would you consider it today? Smile.
But is the scale 1 to 10, like on a scale of 1 to 10, how close are you to wanting to get today?
Yeah, you'll get it in a second here. Okay. Would you consider it today with a big smile? Okay. So I'm going to do this. I might be a little rusty, so I might have to do it twice, and I think the biggest thing with closing, guys, is you do truly never want to come across pushy. I think that's a key to closing and getting lots of referrals. Because you could be the rep that like hardcore closes someone, but then because they felt maybe maybe they don't want to recommend their friends after, right? And so it is not always about what you say, but how you say it, which is why we have to practice things before we use them on the demos. But I remember using this, and I sold an essential set, and this girl, Jade Aldridge, was field training with me. And she was like, oh, in the car after, she was like, how did you do that? It's like, and then I started using it after. Okay, you guys ready? So let's say, for example, I do the 3 set close customer just because I know the prices. Okay, I've got my homemaker prices here. I'm gonna use homemaker. Okay, and then let's say I offered them the super super shears for free, which are 182. Okay, this is free if you get it today, Ms. Jones. Okay, so this is what it's like. So first, I'm working with the customer. This is the set we know they want. So I've already kind of worked through that. Does that make sense? So like, this is the set I know the customers want. I can tell that they're comfortable with the price. If they just need a little bit more, like get them over the edge, basically, right? And so I asked for the sale. I've already asked for the sale. They said no. I took like I made sure they understood the payment option. They still said no. They really like it. They're on the edge. This is when I would use this advanced objection cycle. So I go, hey, you know what, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, and I'll just talk to you guys as my customers. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, like I totally appreciate you probably weren't, expecting to spend $2,000 with the knife guy today. However, could I ask you a question? And all I ask is I'm gonna be totally upfront and honest with you guys today. All I ask is that you're totally upfront and honest with me. Is that cool? So just for total clarity, what I'm hearing today is that if you guys were to get Cutco, this would be the set that you would want.
Yeah.
Yeah. And would you guys agree, knowing what you know about Cutco today, that even in 10 years, if you were to get another set, would you agree that Cutco is a good investment with the forever guarantee, knowing that you're going to use it every day, you'll be able to pass it down to your kids one day? Would you agree that it is a good investment?
Sure, a kid, probably, right?
No, 100%.
Of course,
yeah.
I-
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
And so again, even in 10 years, if you were to get a set, knowing what you know now about what's out there and what's available and what Cutco offers, would Cutco probably be the thing that you end up getting down the road?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Awesome. And again, just be totally honest with me on a scale from like 1 to 10, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, like 1 being like, no, we're definitely not getting this thing today. And 10 being, here's my credit card, Johnny, right? Where do you guys feel like you're at on a scale from 1 to 10?
Yeah, I feel like we're at about an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And so on a scale from 1 to 10, you're about at 8 right now. So tell you what, I'm working really hard right now. I'm in the scholarship race. I'm also working really hard this fall to save up to run my own Cutco office next summer. I've got this contest going on. I'm competing for a silver cup. And so if I could find a way to give you my super turbocharged deal where I sweeten the pot a little bit with the set that you guys want. You guys wanted it in the pearl, right? So your pearl homemaker set with your pearl super shears. If I could give you my super turbocharged deal, would you even consider it today?
Yeah,
Definitely.
what's the deal?
Oh, you would? Okay,
Yeah.
great. And so what do you guys like? What do you like, free stuff or a cash discount?
No more free stuff.
Yeah, a lot more.
Yeah.
Free stuff? Okay. Now, in my experience, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, both is better, right? So I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you want free stuff or a cash discount?
We'll take both.
Okay,
both.
great. So give me a second. Let me write this up for you. And then you guys let me know where you're at. So then what I'll do basically is maybe give them another gadget or I'll bonus off a table knife with the trade-in special. I'm not going to give all 8 table knives, but maybe I'll give 2 for free. So this might change the price to 9, 18, 70, whatever, 8 plus the shears. And like I said, I want to work hard to earn your business, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. I know you guys really love that can opener. It is awesome. You guys get this today. I'll also throw in the can opener for free. So I'm going to save you an extra $100 here. So over 5 months, that would only cost you this. Then I'm going to give you those super shears and the can opener for free, just to help you make the decision today. So what did you guys say? Did you want to go ahead with that today? Okay. So again,